So I'm reading a book, No Rules Rules, which is a story on Netflix. Reed Hastings is talking about how Netflix is with this co-author. Just a ridiculous book. I highly recommend. And there's a part in this book where Reed tells a story when one of their supervisors, one of their leaders, Ted Sarandos, who is now the co-CEO of Netflix as of July of 2020, I believe, he at that time comes to Reed with a show they picked with Sandra Bullock being in it, is called, I believe, Bird Box, right? And so they're all like, okay, I don't know how Bird Box is going to do. Reed doesn't know, but Ted is the one that was responsible for picking that this is what we're going to do. And we're going to make the investment for something called Bird Box, and we're hoping this is going to do great. And Reed is like, I'm kind of indifferent about it. Well, long story short, Bird Box comes out, and it doesn't do well. They don't get 5 million of their subscribers watching this, not 10 million, not 20 million. 45 million in the first week of all Netflix subscribers watch the whole thing. 80 million within 4 weeks, becomes a massive hit, and they get a bunch of new subscribers because people want to watch this show called Bird Box, right? So there's a scene where Reed goes up to Ted to tell Ted, congratulations. Ted says, on what? He said, I want to congratulate you for picking Bird Box. And Ted's like, oh, cool, thanks. He says, well, congratulations to you as well. He says, congratulations to me for what? He said, for picking me. He said, I don't understand. What do you mean picking me? He said, you had a lot of other people to hire, but you picked me. And also, I picked Jackie, and Jackie picked XYZ, and through them is how we found Bird Box. So guess what, Reed? He says, what? We all picked well. And he sat there, Reed, saying, how interesting is this, that in life, everything's about picking the right everything, picking the right opportunity, picking the right person you hire. Being a great CEO isn't about how smart and brilliant you are. It's you're picking the right people around you. You're picking the right technology. You're picking the right time to invest. You're picking the right time to go raise capital. You're picking the right time when to expand. You're picking the right states to go into. You're picking the right countries to expanding. Everything is about picking. And if you pick accordingly, like if you look at you right now, wherever I was at 25 years old is because of what I picked. I picked my friends at that time. I picked the businesses at that time. I picked the investments at that time. Everything with my life where I was at 22, 23 years old was based on my choices and who I picked. As life advanced, I made better choices. So if you're watching this right now saying, well, Pat, how does this apply to me? Every aspect of your life. Who'd you pick as a spouse? Who'd you pick as a boyfriend, girlfriend? Who'd you pick as a running mate? What did you pick as an industry? What company did you pick to want to be a part of? Who are you reporting to? What boss did you pick? Everything there is about picking. The better you pick and the better a company does, it's a byproduct of a lot of good picks. Just like in draft, when you go into, the NBA draft is going on last week. When you look at the NBA draft, it's who you pick. There's a lot of flops in the history of the NBA. A lot of them. There are a lot of flops. The biggest flop of all time is the one name everybody talks about, is Sam Bowie. The Portland Trail Blazers in 1984 with their second pick chose Sam Bowie. You know who the third pick was? Michael Jordan. Can you imagine being the Portland Trail Blazers for picking Sam Bowie? And Sam Bowie for the rest of his life has to be known as the guy who went ahead of who? Michael Jordan. Chicago ended up becoming the team because the owners picked Jordan. Trailblazers didn't win championships because they didn't pick up Olajuwon or Jordan. FYI, between Olajuwon and Jordan, Olajuwon won 2 championships. Jordan won 6 championships. Sam Bowie didn't win any championships. Just think about everything in life being picked. So as you're watching this video and you're going about your week, start asking questions on how you can get better on making better picks in every aspect of your life. And if you make better picks, watch how quickly your life will expand. Having said that, if you're watching this video, this is a mindset about being strategic. Made a video about art of war and strategic thinking in 2020 for entrepreneurs. If you've not watched this video, it's purely about strategy. Click over here to watch the video, and moving forward, come up with a strategy to make better picks so 2021 becomes the beginning of the greatest years of your life. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.